and thank you for turning out in such numbers. I'd first like to thank the community branch and the Waterford branch, along with Rona McCord, Unite Coordinator, and Regional Officer Owen Drumming. It'll be 3 years this June since I stood on this very spot, and on behalf of my colleagues in water services, I warned of the consequences of giving control of our water and services to Irish Water. At the time, very few listened to us, and we were referred to as liars and troublemakers. The people they refer to as liars and troublemakers are Don Carroll, Paul Coughlin, Eamon Bolger, Jonathan Byrne, Anthony Moore, Christy Forster and myself. We are not troublemakers, and we're certainly not liars. We are just a bunch of hard-working, steel toe cap wearing local authority workers whose ability to provide for our families was threatened, and we said no. We organised and we fought back. Without these lads, I doubt very much if we would be here today. Hey. Everything that we warned of has come to pass. Irish Water has been an unmitigated disaster. They have totally destroyed the water supply in Cork City and in other towns around the country. On the 10th of February, I received a sample of water from a resident on the north side of Cork City. On behalf of Unite the Union, I brought this sample to the HSE's Public Analysis Laboratory in St Finbarr's Hospital for a full chemical test. I got the results last Wednesday. The results showed that there was excessive levels of manganese and iron in the water, rendering it unsafe for human consumption. This report on its own should be enough to shut down Irish Water. This is a serious public health issue, and be in no doubt this is down to the outsourcing of water services to inexperienced private contractors. This would not have happened under the watch of the Cork City Council workers who have decades of knowledge and experience in the Lero treatment plant. These lads know the process inside out. The outsourcing of all public services must be stopped. For this to happen, there must be a collective effort. There must be unity. To that end, I am calling on all opposition parties to come together and help us to achieve this. You are currently doing this in Dáil Éireann on the speaking rights issue. You can also do it for the public sector workers in this country who are never found wanting when the going gets tough. The trade union movement must also step up, especially ICTU. All unions must work together. They must forget about their personalities and egos, and they must row in behind the members who pay their wages and help us force this neoliberal government to hold a referendum and protect our water and services from greedy speculators. Water services workers who unite the union members were democratically balloted by our union on the framework document, and we overwhelmingly rejected it. Unite were the only union to ballot members on the document. One of the many reasons why we rejected it was because we were promised by ICTU that there would be no deal with the government and Irish Water until such time as the referendum was held. ICTU reneged on this promise to us, and their reward, they got a seat on the board of Irish Water.
Shame! Shame on them!
I'll finish with this. Cast your minds back to March 2015, when up to 100,000 people took to the streets of Dublin to protest against water charges. When asked about this on the RT 61 News, the then Fine Gael Minister, Michael Luna, said, "Era, 'tis the last sting from a dying wasp." Well, I'm sending a message to Micheál Martin and his cronies. That wasp, he hasn't gone away, you know, and there's plenty of more stings left in him yet. We want public water for our sons and daughters. We want our referendum. Coramina Mohammed.
John, I just call it Osgood, he's our next speaker. You can hear patently that the Irish workers do not want to work for Irish